Wow. Look at Dennis. He's sitting at 25 kills. He's 25-3 throughout the entire matchup.
3 deaths. That sums it up.
Yeah, right there. 25-3. That's insane.
He had a phenomenal first half with the AWP, but they've just not been able to get any kills on it. There haven't been any expensive rounds for LGB. And Olive Meister pushes in. He gets himself 2 and goes looking for the hat trick. As LGB will push through CT spawn to create the sandwich up on the B bomb site as they move in now, looking for anyone in and around. As they investigate every corner, they're quick to discover that there actually is no one in at B. Nobody's home, so the bomb could go down. And
nice shot.
Dennis is down for only the 4th time. Olive Meister is going to retreat. Bomb has been planted. There's a 4-on-2 after plant here, and it'll be Yorick to have to lead that charge for them. Skyton's all the way in the back. Has done some damage to 2 of those players, actually. 2 of them on really low HP, followed up by a death. But Crimson's getting finish up the job, and LGB Esports advance from the group. They had to come down from the loser bracket of the group, but look at what it means to them. They picked themselves up their win, and this is the moment that did it for them. As Olive Meister cleaned it out. This isn't the moment that won it for them, actually. But this is a fun moment that you're seeing on stream anyway.
Yeah, that's where Olive Meister picked up those first 2 frags to open things up there. But a huge shout out to Dennis. I mean, he ends up, I believe, at the end 25-4. And we'll, again, looking at that, that's 25 kills in only 18 rounds.
Yeah, that says it all. That's, I mean, it's a phenomenal factor. But his kill count is one thing. But for me, it was how little they were actually able to get kills on him. Because the rest of his team as well, there were no pricey rounds. Mystik just didn't get kills on the board. No one showed up.
It's just a crazy way to look at things, and the way that kind of pans out. So Clan Mystik and Na'Vi both go home, and we'll see the 2 Swedish teams from Group A with Fnatic and their LGB Esports. Let's go ahead and send it back over to BSL back in the studio.
All right, we're back here in the DreamHack Steel Series CSGO Championship studio. We just watched LGB Esports annihilate Clan Mystik in a rematch. Earlier on, Mystik won by 16-14, the closest possible margin. But LGB put up 16 rounds to Mystik's 2 rounds on Inferno. That means that we have 2 teams moving on from Group A, Fnatic and LGB, while Mystik and Na'Vi have to go home. When we come back, we'll tell you about everything about what happened. Stay with us. Here at the DreamHack Steel Series CSGO Championship, still with Sir Scoots and Thorin. Thorin, your thoughts on that last match? LGB, I know I misspoke a lot during the match. I'm sorry for that. LGB,
okay.
a legit team winning 16-2 over Mystik.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the match?
I mean, coming into this group, I had LGB as this was the closest group, a lot of parity, but I had LGB as the weakest of the 4. So I thought their chances were the worst. But that was a very impressive game. That was the best map for Mystik. They'd already lost to Fnatic on it, but that's Fnatic, okay. Now they lose to LGB, big time. They weren't even in the game. They were getting dominated when they were on the T side. They had no chance, and then they didn't even get a chance really to play CT. I was saying before, at least if you keep it within realm, you switch over, you don't have a chance to then. It's like it has to go perfect for you from beyond there. So actually, we were having that little discussion. Were the Mystik team legit? Well, when you come to this tournament and you have this format, you lose twice on your best map, you even get to play your best map? Yeah, that's kind of asking some questions, you know.
Scoots,
Yeah.
we have 16, or we're down to 14 teams chasing $250,000. We just saw the ESWC champions eliminated. What does that tell you about the level of the teams that are here?
Again, I got to back up what Thorin said. I would not have picked LGB to come out of that group at all. I mean, obviously we both picked Mystik on that. You know, I've said it for years. A lot of people have said it. Like, this is very much an any given Sunday kind of game. Momentum, couple good frags, a good run, and you can put a better team to sleep. You know, and I was standing at the half watching Mystik, dead silence, very little communication, very little regrouping, no pumping each other up.
And you're a very, very seasoned Counter-Strike spectator. When a team is very, very silent during a match, what does that usually mean?
I think based on the fact that it was a 13-2, they already knew that they were probably going to lose. I mean, that's, like you said, you need a few more rounds, and, you know, you lose the pistol, it's done, and it was.
LGB, several of their players came up huge during that match. What does that tell you about their mentality, Duncan?
I mean, they looked very confident. They actually looked like they were cruising when they were ahead. You'd expect them to start to fade a bit once they have this big lead. And plus, like we were saying, when the pause happens, maybe the team who's ahead, they lose a little bit while the other team regroup, and they're like, oh, I wish we... And then if you lose a round, you know, you're always thinking, if that break hadn't happened, we'd have smashed them, we'd have been 8-0, 9-0, 10. But the LGB team looked good. And the thing is, what makes it so interesting is there are a lot of good Swedish teams, but they were coming in as like the 4th best Swedish team. You know, we had like the NIP, we had SK, we have Fnatic, and then they're just like on the outside looking in. Well, now they're going to be in the round of 8, the quarterfinals already. And plus, because we already know from how the structure of the tournament is, they'll play the winner of Group B. Here's where it gets sexy. Group B contains NIP, and NIP are the overwhelming favorites to win that. So if LGB really want to prove something and upset and prove how good they are, they don't have to win this tournament, but they're going to have to beat NIP.
Yep.
Potentially.
That means killing the Kings, or one of the Kings anyway at this tournament. Scoots, your impressions from Group A. As we've said many times now, Fnatic and LGB are moving through.
We're never going to let you forget that.
No.
Nor will chat.
I'd expect nothing less from you.
That's what we're here for.
Mystik and Na'Vi have to go home. What are your thoughts on that?
Mystik, I think that was a hit or miss, but Na'Vi certainly surprised me. I did not expect him to go home this early. Absolutely not.
Thorin, your thoughts on Na'Vi?
Well, I mean,
where does Na'Vi go from here?
Yeah, that's the big problem. The thing is, just from how they are and their recent results, I think they'll just take this and they'll forget that it's the Big World Championship, and they'll just say we had one bad tournament. Okay, we won Tech Labs, beat Universal Soldiers. We've done decently. We had like a DreamHack where I think we finished like top 4. So we've had the results. We'll take this one as a loss. Like, we'll learn from it. So I think the team they've got, they're going to stick with. But the big question mark for them is with so many veterans in the team. That's the thing. Mystik, I can give credit. They have some veterans as well, but not like veterans of the caliber of Na'Vi. They don't have the guys who've been to the championship level again and again. And the key thing about the Na'Vi team is they used to be so consistent. They were always top 3, always top 3. Their idea of losing was coming third, you know. Yeah. Now, they lose 2 out of the tournament back to Ukraine. So this is a big deal for Na'Vi. And so, yeah, who knows, maybe the implications of such a big tournament are you have to make a player change. Even if you don't, this is a massive blow to a team who were hoping, like, they wanted to put behind them the idea of, like, oh, we lost our star players, you know, they'll never be good again. I'll give you a little sexy storyline for the Na'Vi team, though. Edward has been removed from Astana Dragons. He's the best Ukrainian player not in a team. Will he get picked up by Na'Vi now? I think he comes back to Na'Vi. This is the move.
It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with Na'Vi in the future, and also with the two teams that are progressing. We are also wanting you guys to participate in our conversation here in the studio. If you have any questions or remarks about Counter-Strike, Counter-Strike history, or any of the matches here, use the hashtag AskThorin. That's with 1 O on Twitter, and we'll be sure to put up some of your reactions. We're going to take a break now from the studio as the teams are setting up for the second group of the day, and we'll be back shortly. Stay with us.